Jesus, the bread of life, nourishment for our journey. One day, a beggar approached St. Anthony of Padua asking for food. St. Anthony, who had nothing but a small piece of bread, broke it in half and gave one half to the beggar. As they sat together, St. Anthony began to speak about Jesus, the bread of life. The beggar, who had never heard of Jesus before, listened intently. As they finished the bread, the beggar exclaimed, "I have never tasted bread so sweet. It's as if it's satisfying not just my hunger, but my very soul." St. Anthony smiled. That's because the bread we share is not just any bread, but a reminder of the bread of life, Jesus Christ. He alone can satisfy our deepest hungers and thirsts. The beggar's eyes lit up, and from that moment on, he became a devout follower of Jesus, the bread of life. This incident reminds us that Jesus is the ultimate source of satisfaction and fulfillment. Just as the bread satisfied the beggar's physical hunger, Jesus satisfies our spiritual hunger, giving us life, meaning, and purpose. My dear friends, today we reflect on one of the most beautiful and profound titles given to Jesus in the Gospel today, the bread of life. This image speaks to our deepest human needs and longings, reminding us that Jesus is the sustenance we require for our journey through life. In the Gospel of John, Jesus declares, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." John 6:35. These words echo the experience of the Israelites in the desert, who were fed with manna, the bread from heaven. Just as the manna sustained the Israelites on their journey, Jesus, the bread of life, nourishes us on our own journey. He satisfies our deepest hungers and thirst, providing us with the strength and courage we need to face life's challenges. As we receive the Eucharist, we are reminded that Jesus is not just a symbol or a metaphor, but the real presence of God in our midst. He is the bread of life, broken and shared with us, nourishing us for our journey. 3 lessons we learn from the bread of life, dear friends. First, we are not self-sufficient. We need Jesus, the bread of life, to sustain us on our journey. Second, we are called to surrender. We must surrender our own emptiness and hunger to Jesus, trusting in His words and promises. And number 3, we are nourished for a purpose. We receive the bread of life not just for our own sustenance, but to be strengthened for our mission, to be the bread broken and shared with others. As I conclude, I place before you 3 simple questions for reflection. Number 1, how do I experience hunger and thirst in my life? How do I seek to satisfy these longings? Number 2, what does it mean for me to surrender to Jesus, to trust in His words and promises? And number 3, how can I share the bread of life with others, being a source of nourishment and strength for those around me? Let us reflect and pray for this grace that we also become bread of life for one another. Amen.